What's good, Raiders? In this video, I'll be showcasing NOCT the Paralyzer, a legendary Dark Elf Poisoner who was released around the time of the Sand Devil Dungeon, and his skill set is kind of made for him. On the A1, has an 80% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns, which is really good for enemies who like to put a lot of debuffs on you. On the A2, attacks all enemies and has a 100% chance when booked of placing a sleep for 1 turn and 2 5% poisons for 2 turns. Also, when a sleep is removed or disappears, it places 2 additional 5% poisons. On the A3, places a 50% ally protection on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also places a 15% continuous heal on everybody for 2 turns. His passive heals this champ by 3% of his max HP and all allies by 1% of his max HP every time a poison goes off on an enemy. And whenever an ally is attacked under ally protection, there's a 40% chance of placing a sleep on him. He has a 35% HP aura in all dungeons. Next, we'll take a look at his masteries. I went down the defense and support tree, ending off with Eagle Eye to give him the extra accuracy that I needed for him to have. Sometimes people do use him to rank up food in the solo content, where they will give him Spirit Haste, which will give him the extra speed that he needs to get the job done. And as far as the stats, why I haven't built this way, I actually haven't built for the Sand Devil Necropolis stage 24, even though I haven't gotten there yet. I want his speed and accuracy to be higher than the boss so that he could go first. The stats that I do have him on him though at the time is 64.5k HP, with 6,000 coming from the blessing, 4,000 in defense, 270 speed, 103 resistance, and 506 accuracy. He is in a double perception and a speed set to help him achieve these stats. Now let's get over to the action. Starting off on Ice Golem 20, I have him in the lead and I have some food that I'm training for the Python Fragment Fusion event that's going on right now. So he's going to open up with the A1, put everybody to sleep. Then he's going to throw an ally protection and a heal on everybody. Now, the one thing you will see is that on Ice Golem 20 and 24, these 2 champs in the front, I forget their name, they will cleanse the debuffs. But as you see there, every time somebody goes and hits somebody under the ally protection, they go back and they go right to sleep. That's one of the good and bad things about the passive, because it does help out, but it does slow down the run. So what I think we're going to do is go ahead and speed it up just a little bit so we can still see that he's getting on just fine without a problem. The only thing that really slows us down is the block debuffs from those 2 champs in the front, but once that drops, they'll go just as fast. There's the first one. Okay, he puts him to sleep, throws a smite on there. The sleep wakes him up, but they get more poisons. He puts them back to sleep. Wave 2, he's going to open up, put everybody to sleep. Now, they will get the reflect damage buff, which is often very dangerous, but for him, not a problem at all. As you can see, he's just going to keep putting everybody to sleep. He's going to keep healing every time they take a turn. He's just going to keep adding more poisons to them. Wave 2 is a lot quicker than Wave 1. And then when he gets on to the boss, it's business as usual. Sleeps, poisons, smites, and decreased accuracy. And the good thing about it is, once you get the ads done, they won't be revived by the Ice Golem at all. Now, it is going to be close to 3 minutes. I think it should be under 3 minutes for the run. As I said, he's not the fastest, but as you can see, he has no problem. No threat of dying. He's very healthy, and he's going to get it done in 2 minutes 58, so right under 3 minutes. Let's head on over to Ice Golem 24 and see how he does there. Still got the same team, still training for the Python Fragment Fusion event that's going on right now. He opens up with the A1 again, putting everybody to sleep. And as you're going to see, the 2 front ones, they will put block debuffs, but this time they're going to go and they're going to attack somebody. So they're going to hit the ally protection. They're going to go right back to sleep, allowing him to be able to get an extra turn to put more poisons and sleeps on them. And we've already seen this before, so we're going to go ahead and skip on over to the boss, because there's no point in watching this, but again, we just saw this. So knocking out Wave 2 as usual very quickly. We get over to the boss, and then as I said before, business as usual. With the smite debuff, it's perfect if it goes on the boss, but it doesn't really matter. And as you can see, his resistance is not high enough to stop the debuffs coming on him, the decreased defense, and sometime even the health reduction debuff. But he still just powers through it. And as you can see with the time, it's gonna almost be close to stage 20. So if you're training food, it'd be probably just be better just to run stage 24, do it in actually quicker time, it looks like. 2 minutes and 52 seconds, which is actually better than stage 20. Next, we're going to head on over to Dragon 20. Still got the same team. Training the food. They're a little bit stronger now, which will cause them to survive a little bit longer, especially here on stage 20, where I'm giving them the ally protection, the 15% continuous heals, and as well as the enemies not hitting as hard. So as you can see, NOCT has no problem. And everybody else, they're taking hits, they're taking damage, but they're also getting heals. So if they had armor, they would just be ripping through this team a lot quicker. Being as though I want them to die, I probably should turn off the A1 for the first wave, but it doesn't really matter. I think it's more important, it's just the consistency in getting it done. He can get it done, and you know that he can, so that's all that matters to some people. All right, this is taking a while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. Get us back to speed so we don't have to watch this whole thing waiting for the last food person to die. Okay, he was hanging on there for a while. And as you can see, he's just going to do his thing, plowing through everybody, putting them to sleep and giving them poisons. Once he's onto the dragon, it's going to be very quick. With the smite, it just speeds it up a lot. And him only having poison on the A2 is going to slow it down because that's his main source of doing damage. But he'll get it done pretty quick. Let's see. A minute and what? 2 minutes and 22 seconds? Excuse me. So not the fastest time, but he did it without a problem. So it's not too bad. Let's head on over to stage 24 and see how he does. Now, I know it will be a longer run. That's why I put it at 2x speed. Because of the spirit host there in the middle, once she awakens, she will put block debuffs and do a cleanse on the team, which will make the run a lot longer. And there's a spirit host in the first wave and in the second wave, so it's going to take a while. Still very consistent run. He's still staying healed. And even though you see him getting debuffed because I don't have his resistance as high as it should be, he's still getting along just fine. On to the second wave, another spirit host. Now he will try to put people to sleep for a while, but when she wakes up, she will cleanse again. Now I do have him in a defense percent chest plate. I could switch him to a HP percent chest plate, which would give him more healing, but he's doing fine overall. I don't think he needs to change. As you can see, he's still going to get to the boss in fairly decent time and in perfect health from all the healing that he's doing. And once he gets to the boss, it's going to be very easy. Even getting stunned, he's not going to have any problem putting decreased accuracy and putting the poisons on him. Get a smite in there. And this run should be under 3 minutes. Let's see. 2 minutes and 59 seconds, so very close to 3 minutes. All right, let's head on over to Doom Tower so I can show you how he does in progression and how you can protect your champs in Doom Tower. This is Doom Tower floor 109 on hard. Still one of the hardest stages on Doom Tower because it has the double Mortus on the second wave. I have him here with Lady Kimmy, Morrigan, Euros, and Fortis. As you can see, they're putting out lots of poisons, getting lots of debuffs out, keeping everybody controlled. And Euros is just mostly there to assist with the poisons from NOCT. And Fortis is there for fears with Morrigan. Lady Kimmy is there to speed everybody up and keep the other team slow. And as you can see, they are just controlling the hell out of this enemy team. They're either going to be sleep from our guy NOCT when he puts the ally protection on. They're going to be stunned from Euros A2 or Euros passive where it provokes them, or they're going to be feared from Fortress or Morrigan. So they're going to get through their wave pretty easily. No threat from Mortus and nobody getting hit by Peril. On to the third wave, we're going to do the same thing again. As you see, the Mortu is going to get slept, provoked. Then he's going to get stunned from Euros. So this is just an all-around control team that I really just threw together for the video, but they seem to just be working very well. I might have to keep them going. And as you can see, NOCT is providing lots of healing and ally protection, as well as Euros. So this is just an all-around good control team right here that just doesn't allow the waves to do very much. And that's the end of that. And actually, NOCT came in the lead with damage, 1.2 million damage over everybody else, who I guess mostly was just there for support. Now let's talk about Sand Devil's Necropolis, stage 7, 11, 13, and 24. Even though I have my NOCT built for stage 24, I have not unlocked it yet. So let's start off with stage 7. Now I'm going to show you my stage 7 team that I've been working on. I kind of started it around Christmas. Starts off with Arbiter. She's going to open up with Mentor of Heroes and give increased attack as well as a speed boost. NOCT is going to open up with Dreamer's Demise and put the boss to sleep. Followed up by Gaius, who's going to do Jester's Remedy and hit him with some bombs and put him to sleep if for some reason NOCT didn't put him to sleep. Followed by Nishak, who's not booked yet. He's going to throw some bombs out. And then War Mother, she's going to throw some bombs out with her special brew. And she can also explode with Mother's Touch and decrease attack with her A1. So let's go ahead and get this started so you can see the run and how it goes. All right, let's see this in action then. I'm going to start off with Arbiter, giving the increased attack. Sleep and poisons, bombs, some more bombs from Nishak. He's going to decrease the duration. Arbiter will speed him up, the bombs will blow up. And then the only thing I need next is a poison exploder or somebody to blow up the poisons, and then the boss will be dead in like 15 seconds. But Gaius will come through, hit him a couple times, and the Reaper will come out, put an end to that. Now that's 21 seconds. I have done it in 17 seconds before, so let's run it again and see how we do. So increase attack, sleep and poisons, bombs, more bombs, and more bombs. Nope, weak hit. But the boss gets put back to sleep because we woke him up before his turn was over with the amount of hits that we placed. Gaius will come through and blow him up. Arbiter will do the weaken. War Mother will do decrease attack. He'll get put back to sleep again from NOCT's passive, and then Gaius will come through and put him out. 23 seconds, not too bad. Let's head on over to stage 11. I'm going to show the same team. I'm going to run a little bit faster though. The run is a little bit longer, but it's the same concept. Throw the bombs out and poisons, and then get somebody to blow the bombs up while keeping the boss asleep from NOCT's passive, as well as his A2, putting him back to sleep. More bombs. Arbiter's not going to revive. Okay, Gaius does his thing. The Reaper comes out but doesn't kill him. But that's the end of that. 59 seconds, so under a minute. I did some other runs with it. Got a minute and 20, a minute and 3, and on the high end, a minute and 45 seconds. Now let's head over to stage 13 of the Sand Devil, the last stage I'm going to show in today's video. And so for this last team, we have Morrigan in the lead with Jamarsa, Ninja, NOCT, and Gaius. And with the healing from NOCT and Jamarsa's healing and revival, this team is never really going to have to worry about losing on this stage. I've run this team many times. I just set it and forget it. And as you can see, the boss is asleep again from NOCT's passive, Jamarsa healing. So this team will do good. Once we get them back to sleep again, we'll really start dropping the damage on Once he puts himself to sleep, there we go. Heal reduction from Morgaine, the poisons, sleep again from the passive. And this should do it. That about does it. A minute 50, so not too bad. So what did you all think of NOCT? Did you like him? Did you not like him? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. And as always, thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.